In this video, I'll explain how I got a first class ticket for only $90. I'll explain how I actually saved money by buying this first class ticket instead of a regular economy ticket. If you haven't watched my other video on how to book flights with points, I'll put a link in the corner of this video and I would check that out first and then come back here. I'll explain my thought process on how I found this flight and how I ended up saving money by buying a first class ticket. The first thing I did was use Google Flights and put in my date and location, and basically I found that this flight was the only one that worked with my schedule. You can see here that this cash price is $313, but when I bought the flight it was only $213, so I tried to see if I could book this flight with points instead of paying $213. The next thing I did was go to pointsyat.com, and then I put in Detroit and LGA and I put in the same dates and I clicked search. Next, I went ahead and filtered this to nonstop only, and you can see there's only 19 flights that apply. And you can see here, there's a flight I could book on Air France, but it's a super late flight and I'll try to book one in the morning. I kept on looking and I just wanted to see what my other options were, but you can see here, this is the 10:15 a.m. flight that I was looking at, but it's only bookable on American Airlines and I don't have any boat points, so I'm not going to be able to book that. The next thing I did was pull up this airline transfer matrix, and I wanted to check what other airlines were in the same airline group as American. So you can see here, we have airlines like Alaska and Qantas, so I wanted to check on those websites just because I noticed Points can miss a few flights, so I wanted to double check. Here, I'm on the Qantas website, and I went ahead and logged in, and I'm looking for that Detroit to LGA flight, and you can see here, there's that 10 a.m. American Airlines flight that we were just looking at. The only issue here is there's no economy seat available, but there is a business class seat available for 18,000 points. So this is still cheaper than if I paid $210 in cash, but because it's a lot of points, I still want to consider it. Here, I'm on the Alaska Airlines website and I went ahead and logged into my account and I looked up the Detroit to LGA flight on August 30th. And you can see here, this is that 10 a.m. flight, but there's no economy seat available, but there is first class, and I noticed it was only 9,000 miles. Usually, I would never check the Alaska Airlines website just because no credit card points transfer into Alaska except Bilt, and I don't have a Bilt card, but I just wanted to double check and make sure that Points wasn't missing it. Once I saw this price, I actually remembered I had around 10,000 Alaska Airline miles from previous flights. I never thought I'd use them since flights are usually much more expensive, but that's when I started to really consider using it here. Since I was going to pay $210 anyway, I thought why not use points and pay around $110 and save $100 in the meantime, and as a bonus, it's a first class seat. One of the lessons I've learned is that if I can't book a flight with points for a regular seat, then I might as well check business and first class just to see what the options look like, because you never know, it could be a case like this where it's actually cheaper to book with points than it is to pay with cash. I went ahead and booked a flight with my Alaska Airlines miles instead of cash, and the next thing I did was go to the American Airlines website to make sure my flight was confirmed. So once I'm here, I logged in, and you can see under your managed trips, you probably won't see your flight. So you want to go to account and then click on this. And then from here, you want to go ahead and use the find trips feature. And then here, you should have gotten a confirmation email. And in that email, you should have gotten a confirmation number. You might get one for both Alaska and American Airlines. You want to make sure you use the American Airlines one. And then from there, you'll see here that once I put that info in, I see the confirmation here. And that means I'm good to go. This is how I saved over $100 by buying a first class ticket. If you found this video helpful, subscribe for more.